Francophone, 2 fois président, passer le pouvoir à un anglophone. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote pour celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président.
Hi, good day to the beautiful people of the Cameroon. Everybody is free to think the way he or she wants to think. Nobody should stop or forbid that person. Everybody is free to associate with whoever they want, and nobody have a right to force somebody to join an association. This is Article 65 of the Constitution of the Cameroons. Today, I've come to talk about the issue about an Anglophone candidate. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Maître Mola Alex Diveli Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Yes, I started with the preamble of the Cameroons. Why? Because it's very important. They are rights that are individual rights. The reason we are striving for democracy is because everybody have a right, individual rights first. And if you want to associate with others, you create an organization. For example, if you want to do politics, you create a political party. A political party is a group of people who have the same or similar ideology and they want to stand for election. I'm saying all this because I find a little bit the notion of an Anglophone candidate to stand for presidential election as something that only novice will talk about it. I speak from experience. Why do you want an Anglophone candidate? If you want an Anglophone candidate, why don't you create a party and put an Anglophone candidate and allow other people to exercise their own right to say an Anglophone should be the president of La République du Cameroun and British Cameroon? It means you're saying everybody should suspend their political rights. I'm telling you, suspend it because you want an Anglophone. Who is an Anglophone? I know who is an Anglophone, but I mean, who is an Anglophone? An Anglophone is a backward man. It's a Manu man. It's a man from Manfe. It's a Bafut man. It's a man con man. It's a Mayemen man. It's a Manu man. The list goes on. So when you say you want to put an Anglophone, who do you have in mind? Who do you have in mind as an Anglophone? Because sometimes we think all Anglophones, they have the same or similar ideology. It is not true. I want to ask this question. When the Coalition for Change put a presidential candidate in 1992, was he a Francophone man? No, it was John Frundi. It is alleged that Frundi won the election. Before they selected late John Frundi, were they looking for an Anglophone candidate? No. So at some point, why I think that some of us in the Cameroons, they consider us as second-class citizens because they are imposing French inherited institution in British Cameroon. Again, I believe those who think they cannot challenge a fair election to kick La République out, they have this complex because if elections are free and fair in the Cameroons, I believe anybody can win it based on your manifesto, not based on personality. I don't do politics of personality court. You see what's happening in Cameroons? It's politics of personality court. I believe an Anglophone candidate, you're talking about politics of personality court. Why should I vote for you because you're an Anglophone? I want to vote for you based on your educational program, your transport program, what will you do with French money, France CFA, your health policy, your taxation policy, and justice, health, and other things. That's why I want to vote for you. I don't want to vote for you because you are an Anglophone. So what? We have so many Anglophones, British Cameroonians, in the Aijo regime and the Biya regime. If I should ask, can someone name me one Anglophone candidate since 1961? If we could say we want this Anglophone candidate, I've watched them what they do. Nepotism. From 1961 to current day, look at all the top officials who are Anglophones. When they give them a position, we see nepotism. Most of them, 99%. And that's why we of British Cameroon National Party, we have a plan. We want, beside equal status, that's English institution in British Cameroon, French institution in French Cameroon, we are also calling for ethnocultural democracy. All their ethnicities in the Cameroons, they must be autonomous, independent. We have different customs and tradition. Some people, their customs and tradition is nepotism. I was born in Boya. It's a very liberal place when you come to Boya. We don't care where you come from. People live there all over from different parts of the world. In Fako, that's how we live. But there are some places in the Cameroons, if you don't belong to that tribe, you cannot live there. They cannot elect you whether as a mayor or as a parliamentarian, you must come from that tribe. But from Fako, where I was born, anybody, different people have become councillors. Different people have become elected position there. That is the difference. That is why ethnocultural democracy is sacrosanct. Our civilization is different. I'm not insulting any tribe. It's a fact. When you want to draft a constitution, you look at the facts. Sometimes, I remember this guy, is he called Abed Zonga? He came and talked about the election that was stolen. Everyone is blaming La République. La République did not want an Anglophone candidate. Oh, so. That's what people were saying. But I listened to the audio. No one single British Cameroonian is objective. All they are just being subjective. Mr. Albert Zonga said there were some Anglophones. Listen to the tape. I don't want to call the person's name. He called the person's name. No Anglophone is talking about it. That Anglophone, they were saying they don't want Fundi to be president. So it was not just Francophones saying it. Anglophones were saying the same thing. Anglophones who are in CPDM, Chop People Dem Money, they were saying that they don't want Fundi to be the president. So it was not just Francophone. Another point again, that most political actors as Anglophones, they are not talking about. Mr. Zonga said most SDF militants, they were more interested in receiving bribe from the CPDM ruling party rather than contesting that or fight that they have won the seat. Most Anglophones are not talking about that. If you want real change, you need probity, you need integrity. We should be honest. We should say things as they are. I believe at the moment, what we need in the Cameroons, if you put yourself as an Anglophone candidate, they will vote for you. I know Cameroons. I know Cameroons very well. Whether it's far north or what, whether it's the Western province, whether it's south or center, all over Cameroon, I know them. And I have even blood relatives nearly all over Cameroons. So sometimes people think An Anglophone cannot win an election. Even a Francophone from La République that France have not sanctioned cannot win an election in the Cameroons too. It's a fact. I don't know why we don't learn from history. If you look at Togo, it's from father to son. The Ali Bongos are the same people. You go to Zaire, Kinshasa, it's the same people. You go to Chad, the same people. If France doesn't sanction you, you will not win. And anybody who thinks Anglophone candidate or Francophone candidate will solve the Cameroon's problem, I don't think so. I don't think so. We need people of probity and integrity to start coming together. And that's why we have British Cameroon National Party. Because we want people who are honest, people who have conviction, not people who change like chameleon. In the 1961, they were the same people who are clamoring for independence now. The same people were talking in 1961, small no be sick, Cameroon now country. They joined Amadou Ahidjo. We fought. After how many years? Multi-parties again. The same people who were CNU, CPDM, they created SDF and other political party, UNDF. The same people who were inside CPDM and CNU, they are opposition leader, the Bello Buba, the late chairman, the Chiruma, all of them, they were CNU all. They call themselves opposition now. We fought again now. When they arrested trade union leader, teacher, torture our university students, we started fighting. I slept in front of the High Commissioner in London. We started our fight again. Other people have taken it down again. Oh, independent. You look, the same people. They used to support CPDM, CNU, SDF. The same people. We have given you people chance. Most of you who used to believe in small nobi, sick Cameroon now country, we gave you chance, we kept quiet. We fought, we gave you lead. We fought again for multipartism, we stepped behind, we gave you lead. 32 years, what did you do? SDF, nothing. They were receiving money from CPDM. 32 years receiving money. After 32 years again now, we want to start the same thing. Gone are those days that any person we come and tell Maître Mola Alex Divelisinge, oh, sit down. We want to fight to join Ahidjo. Sit down. We want SDF, one party for coalition for change. Sit down. We want independence. Sit down. I'm no longer sitting down. I've spent most of my life trusting people to lead, but I've never seen a leader in the Cameroons. People lack conviction, lack integrity. They don't believe in what they say. We of the British Cameroon National Party have waited for more than 30 years. We gave you small, no be sick Cameroon, our country. We gave you chance, you betray us. We gave you the SDF, you betray us. We started fighting for teachers and whatsoever. Some of you went behind our back, went and Canada talk, Swiss talk, keep on doing talk. Let me tell you, in the early 90s, SCNC created a negotiation team. I have made this time and again. La République du Cameroun does not negotiate. I'm not saying, oh, if I'm against your independence, I'm against your federalism, I'm against your decentralization. That's not the point. I'm analyzing factual information. It's just like if you come and see a doctor, you need an operation. A doctor will look at it, look at the symptoms, diagnose what is wrong, and prescribe you medication. Or if you instruct a lawyer, he will take the instruction and give you the best legal advice. And for over 30 years, the best legal advice we have today is a minor party in the name of British Cameroon National Party. We have a 10-year plan. We are not asking La République to negotiate or to give us that permission. The constitution of La République du Cameroun says you can create a political party. I understand there are more than 300 and something parties. And none of them, they are not a minor party like British Cameroon National Party. We have the experience. We learn from Scotland. We learn from Catalan. We learn from Quebec. We learn from Northern Ireland. We learn from Wales. We learn from Flemish in Belgium. We have learned all over the world. And we understand that we don't need to kill our people, kidnap for ransom, make the place ungovernable in order to bring changes. We use the laws of La République du Cameroun to bring changes. One, can you create a political party? Yes. Can you win seats in British Cameroon, Northwest and Southwest region? Yes. Bello Buba won it. Bello Buba had 68 seats. If it was British Cameroon National Party, we wouldn't have been going to Yaoundé. UPC, Kodok, won some seats in Northwest and Southwest region, British Cameroon. Yes, we can win it. CPDM won it. Molanjo won it. So why can British Cameroon National Party, a party with complete manifesto, fully costed, why can we not win it? Even the CPDM militants will vote for us. Yes, I understand the people of the Cameroons. You understand the regime. People have to feed their family, things happen. But when we go to a free and fair election, we are going to take most, if not all of the seats in Northwest and Southwest region of British Cameroons. 15 seats in Southwest region, 20 seats in Northwest region. It's not impossible to win it. Others have done so. But when you're going for that fixed price presidential election, that one belongs to France. You know, we have governors in Africa. They are not president. They call 50 of the governors. They are all there in China. These people, they are working against Africa. You don't need up to 1 year to industrialize the Cameroons or Africa. It's not rocket science. Industrialization started more than 100 years ago. Now people are talking about artificial intelligence. Africa haven't started industrialization. How come that South Africa, look at the area where the Muzungus were living, Johannesburg, Cape Town, it is industrialized. So anti-industrialization is an African thing. They put presidents there to be poodles. And what do? They make sure they keep on doing what they used to do in the slave plantation. All CDC product must come to the West. All the cocos in Ivory Coast must go to the West. We are entrapped, and you need bold people. Bold people will come and start industrializing Africa. British Cameroon National Party have got that costed manifesto. We can transform our bananas, whether it's banana juice. We can use our timber by manufacture, use engineer to do products that will create jobs. Then we export those products. Why do we keep on sending all cocoa, everything out? Glencoe, one of the biggest transnational corporation company, is operating in Cameroon, sucking everything. They are very rich. Why can we Africans not be rich? They say Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, is he not from South Africa? Rhodesia, Mississippi Road, all those people, did they not make their diamond and gold in Africa? So why can we Africans not make it? It is a system. It's not about an Anglophone. It's about finding people with probity, integrity. You join British Cameroon National Party. People who are not selfish, who are not egocentric, people who work for the people. People who are clean. People who are clean. So I'm saying again, people are free to create a political party and put an Anglophone candidate in the same way that in 1992, Coalition for Change selected late John Frundi to be their candidate who was an Anglophone. What happened after 30 years? Nothing. So let's talk about policies rather than talking about politics of personalization. In the Cameroons, people say, we have a centralized form of government. No, we don't have a centralized form of government in the Cameroons. We have a personalized form of government. We thank the head of state. The head of state have given high instruction. The head of state have given money to do A, B, C, as if the head of state is a businessman. Is Mr. Bia a businessman? They don't say the government have used taxpayers' money. They say the head of state. So ladies and gentlemen, we are not against whether you want federalism. We are not against you. We are not against you whether you want decentralization. We are not against you whether you want independence. But the trick is, if you keep on sitting and talking on the media without participating in politics, no government implement the policies of opposition. You have to be in government. Being in government means start taking seats. Whether you want decentralization, federalism, or independence. The trick is, when you start taking those seats, you have the mandate. You will not be calling on Mr. Bia to come and negotiate with you. You have the mandate. You can say, I'm not going to Yaoundé, I'll stay in Boya. And that is how they negotiate with you. No quick fix. You work for it. So that's the plan of British Cameroon National Party. Regardless of your political opinion, leaning, race, or religion, the truth is we want equal status. When you want to build a house, you don't start from the roof, independent. The roof is independent. You start from the foundation. Imagine, we were ready, we had a political party, they gave the fake special statute and the regional assembly. We wipe all the seats, we take it. What would have happened? We say we are not going to Yaoundé. It means we are not part of that country anymore. That's a fact. They will negotiate with us. They will make sure we have a parliament. We put our foot on the ground. When our foot is on the ground, at some point in time, we ask for referendum. You will sit now and ask for referendum. Under what basis? We have members of parliament in Northwest and Southwest region. We might disagree that the election were rigged, but they are our representative, whether we like it or not. So how do we come together and take those seats? We should be looking at what is realistic, not an illusion. Not an illusion. It's a fact. Northern Ireland have been fighting to join Republic of Ireland for how many years? They are still in the United Kingdom. Scotland, 300 years with UK, they want to go. They gave them a referendum because they want seats in parliament majority. So if we want a referendum in future, let's win the seats. And so we have the mandate. You start building a house by building the foundation. You don't start by putting the roof. Don't put the cart before the horse, ladies and gentlemen. So I will often say, this popular saying, those who are against the opinion of other people are the problem in our society. They want everyone to live with their dogma. We are all entitled to our opinion, not our facts. Everybody has the right to say what they want to say. And we are looking forward at that time that most of us in British Cameroon will start debate with our opponent. I don't like to come and sit here and have monologue on my own. I like to sit with people. If you say you want to have an Anglophone candidate, come and have that debate with British Cameroon National Party. Let's debate live. Put your point, I put my point. If you say you want A, B, C, D, the only way the electorate can choose who they want as a candidate is by listening to us debating. But we are afraid to debate. We still do 14th century politics. Everybody comes. I've given order. I've given degree. Darkness cannot change darkness. You cannot change Mr. Bia when you're behaving like Mr. Bia. The time is coming where we will start debate. The time will come when all these journalists who don't know what is impartiality, they bring their friends to come and talk on platform and they blow propaganda. Sometimes you have to listen to what you don't like. That is good politics. If you only want to hear what you want to hear, that's what Mr. Bia and Aijo, they have been doing, listening to what they want to hear. And those of you who talk again about this Anglophone candidate, was Gorbachev, I presume he was from Russia. he was president of Russia during the days of perestroika. What happened? Ukraine is free. Was it a Ukrainian president that freed Ukraine? No, it was Gorbachev, a Russian. So there are Francophones like Mongo Betty, who is of late, and other people who used to fight the Anglophone fight. The Anglophone fight doesn't mean because you are Anglophone, you fight Anglophone fight. It is an ideology. And regardless of where you come from, whether you're in Nigeria, you're British, you're in South Africa, you're British Cameroonian, La République, you can still support the Anglophone ideology of autonomy, of federalism, of independence. So get it right. Have a great Saturday. This has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Have a great weekend.